Okay, viewers, as promised, this is Richard Warner, broker, president of Warner Real Estate and Auction Company, and our goal here is to answer your frequently asked questions. Okay, Richard, what qualifications do you have to successfully sell properties at auction?
I think the biggest qualifications that we bring to the table are basically, I am a real estate broker. We actually specialize in selling real estate at auction. That's our core competence. We have actually gone the extra mile through getting extra certifications. We're accredited auctioneers of real estate. We're also a member of the Certified Auctioneer Institute. And so we've taken the extra step to be basically the best in our niche and basically offer our clients the best services to sell their real property at auction.
Okay, did you attend an auctioneer school or college?
I did. I went to Missouri Auction School, and then I actually went to what's called the Certified Auctioneers Institute at the University of Indiana, which was a 3-year commitment. And what we did is we basically focused on auction marketing, whether it be real estate, again, was what I was really focused on with the classes that I took. But that's really what we did, is get into selling real estate at auction, the legal aspects of it, the marketing, really getting down to the nook and cranny of getting the job done for the client.
Okay, and I think, and you'll agree, that marketing would be one of our specialties. Where did you go to college, and what was your major?
Actually, I went to college for marketing. I went to James Madison University in Harrisonburg, Virginia. I think marketing is the key. Whether I think at the auction, what the auction does basically is it concentrates and focuses the marketing on specific properties and drives all interested buyers who have an interest in that property to inquire about it and basically attend the auction if it is a live auction or if it's a sealed bid. And we also, as you know, we do online and webcasts as well.
Okay. Now, why should sellers who are curious about the auction process choose an auction over a conventional real estate listing?
I think the biggest benefit to a seller when you're weighing out which is best for you, which method is best for you, and that's what it is. An auction is just a method of marketing. I think that the reality of it is an auction is a good tool to sell the property when time is important. An auction basically enables the seller to name the date and time and the terms when they're going to sell the particular property. So that's the biggest difference between an auction and conventional listing, because we do that as well. Conventional listing is you're marketing the property, but there's no time certainty. So I think if a client is looking for basically the benefit of a time certain sale, an auction is always the best way to go.
Okay. What types of properties would you say make for the best auctions?
The best auctions, it's interesting. Our best auctions a lot of times have been land. We have sold lots. We have sold land tracts. We've sold a gravel pit. We've sold, land, because land is such a diverse client, who's going to be interested in buying those types of properties. We sold residential. I think a residential property, because there's such a broad market on that as well. Also, your commercial investment, I think they make for good auction properties.
All right. Now, I know when people visualize an auction, they see the type of auction in a crowded room with people throwing their hands up. What types of auctions do you conduct?
We do a live bid. We do an on-site. We'll do a multi-property, what we call a multi-property auction event, where we actually might rent a hotel room and we'll do several properties in a PowerPoint presentation. We'll sell several properties in one day. I think this past year we sold 17 properties for one seller in one day. And we also do sealed bid, and we do a webcast venue and online bidding as well.
Okay. Now, as we all know, technology is key today. In today's increasingly technological society, how do you as an auction firm keep pace?
We're trying to be cutting edge all the time with technology, and I think that's one of the neat things about the auction business is technology has really helped the auction business. I think eBay is one of the best things because it's brought to a lot of people the idea of auction marketing, and it is not basically the method of last choice. In a lot of cases, it's the method of first choice for a lot of sellers. And basically, what we do now with our internet, we have our property information packages. They can get that right online. We have our bidding that they can do right online. And again, we can do a webcast where they can actually see myself actually calling the auction, asking for bids as they're sitting at their laptop at home or in their office in Philadelphia, whatever the case may be. and they're bidding on the property. So I really think that's the neat thing about the auction business.
All right. If thinking about doing an auction, what question should any seller ask an auctioneer when thinking about hiring them?
I think the questions basically, how long have you been in the business? I think is a good question. What types of properties have you sold at auction? What qualifications, any additional education that they basically made that extra step to kind of hone their skills and be a better real estate auctioneer. So those are the types of things that I think that someone would want to ask.
All right, Richard, thank you for your time.
You're
and
welcome.
Once again, this has been Richard Warner and Andrew Ware of Warner Real Estate and Auction Company, where we turn your real estate into cash quickly and at your terms.